What's up everyone, Vu of Vu Films back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking complete trash because I talk about a lens that I don't have, never touched, never used, whatever. It's because I'm a YouTube douchebag trash and Sony won't send me that kind of stuff. But today I'm going to be talking about the new Sony 24-70 G Master lens Mark II, 24-70 Mark II, G Master lens or GM lens. GM stands for got money, because that lens is a solid $2,300, which is $5 billion in Vietnamese dong. No, I'm not talking about, below the belt. That's just how, what Vietnamese currency is called. Anyways, so first of all, Sony should be probably focusing on getting more cameras in stock instead of releasing new lenses that no one really cares about, because they have nothing in stock. I recently helped a fellow YouTuber, pretty big YouTuber here locally, set up his studio, and he was using some Panasonic, G trash, and his camera would not focus for shit. So I was like, you know what, dude, like, we're gonna have to recommend you Sony. Don't want to be that guy. I just, gotta tell you the facts. So I recommended him a Sony, and I could not find one damn Sony camera in stock. Not even a freaking A60-100. So he ended up overpaying for like a refurbished A6400, which is fine. Everything looks good. Everything works, and he's happy with it. So it is what it is. But anyway, the GM 24-70 Mark II, I think it's fine. It's probably been a good lens. You've seen all the YouTube douchebag videos that already been posted. It's the smallest 24-70 2.8 out there. It's the lightest, whatever. It's barely smaller than a Sigma DGD, and DN stands for D's nuts, but it's also double the price for probably 5%, if that, better video quality or better photo quality. It's basically slightly sharper, very slightly rounder bokeh, very slightly less chromatic aberration, and that's about sums it all up. And of course, it's slightly lighter, smaller, whatever. But me, anytime I'm using something like that, I'm using my Tamron 28-75 version 2. It's light, it's small. Yeah, it's not 24mm, but it's fine. But for $2,300, as a professional, I'd probably, and this is just me, everyone has their own preferences. I'd rather just get a 50mm GM. That's like $2,000. And then just, for wides, you could easily just get some Viltrox 24 or something like that. Because for me, wide angles is very like specialty like shot, and I only need it once in a while. I pretty much live on the 50 professionally for like, video shoots. For photo shoots, I'm probably rocking 35 to 85, something like that. But, and if I need to like zoom in, I'm pretty sure 50mm GM, with some clear image zoom for video will probably look better or the same as a 70, millimeter on the GM zoom lens. So I'm just kind of, if Sony's going to release a lens like this, I would have rather them do something a little more like out of the box, a little more creative, instead of doing something so standard, like just bring something new to the market, like Tamron did with 35-150, f2 to f2.8. And with that said, like, as a professional, I would probably rather get a 35-150 f2 2.8 than the GM. You get a lot bigger range. You get nice f2, f2.2, up to 50. So it's like, I'd rather get that, even though it's huge. But you're in a professional shoot. Like sometimes, might as well just, it doesn't really matter. You're working. But with regards to the GM, yeah, it's light, but I don't know, man. I just think it's just a little bit just basic. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's much better than, the next 24-70 you have on the market. I don't think it's worth you to go out there and spend $2,300 on that lens, when I think you could probably get like, whether, I know there's versatility with it, but just better combination, something like that. And you know, I'm not gonna sit here and you know just completely trash the lens. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure if you buy it and you know you're that type of person who likes that 24-70 versatility, you know it's gonna make you very happy. But hey, if I'm gonna trash you know the lens, you know I better like have a solution. You know I think maybe they should have went something out of the box. You know, like maybe a 20 to 50 f2. You know, something you know, a little bit wider, a little bit more aperture, or maybe in like a little bit brighter of a lens. You know, something like kind of like that versatile, you know, zoom to mid-range lens. You know what I mean? With just exceptional fast, you know, with fast aperture. You know what I mean? Like f2.8 is great and all, but dude, once you like start shooting prime, like once you start like you know like I said, playing with a 50 GM, it's really hard to go back to anything less than that. You know what I mean? When you shoot like a 35 f1.4, and then you know like GM photo video, and then you look at you know zoom f2.8, it's not really that exciting. You know what I mean? It's just kind of meh. You know what I mean? So you know, just something like that. You know, just step outside the box. You know, like just do something else, do a different focal range. But hey, maybe if they develop something, you know, for example, like a 20 to 50 f1.8 f2, it might kind of like cannibalize like their prime market. Because I do believe that a lot of dudes who pay that $2,300 for a GM, you know, 24-70 f2.8, they probably have primes in their arsenal. You know, for those, you know, really times they really want to get like epic, you know, out of field. Depth of field and all that stuff. But the reality is, if they did make you know 18 to 50, 20 to 50 f1.8 f2, those you might not even need to get any primes at that rate. I mean, you're probably eating into 24 GM, 20G, you're eating into 35, you know, f1.8, you're eating into like even the 50, you know, f1.8. So I'm pretty sure maybe it's a business decision, you know, because that lens will sell like crap. I mean, look at the 1835 Sigma. That's a legendary lens. People love that lens, and you know that probably kills off a lot of like APS-C prime buyers. You know, you just get the 1835 with an adapter, you're set to go. But anyways, you know that is my opinion on the Sony 24-70 G Master Mark II. You know, whether you agree with me, I don't care, but I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, like, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciated. Until next time, line up.